Hello, my name is Barry Price, and this is my book review for Appetite for America by Stephen Fried. This is an excellent book based on Fred Harvey's life and the legacy he left behind. So, just who exactly is Fred Harvey? Fred Harvey was a British immigrant, came to America in 1853. He worked many jobs here and there, but was quick to realize he could live out the American dream of being an entrepreneur. After working his way up the ladder at a railroad company, he sat out on his own providing services to the very same railroad he had previously worked for. The main services were his dining halls and hotels, a few of which are actually still open today. The La Fonda in Santa Fe, New Mexico, as well as the La Posada in Winslow, Arizona. My personal favorite thing about Fred Harvey is that he was a relentless businessman who built and maintained for many years a legacy that was unheard of in those times. He was able to do this for many reasons. First, he provided a service that was of such high quality in those times that people flocked to his diners to have a meal that was made with care and then wash it down with a cup of piping hot coffee. As mentioned in Unit 6 of Dr. Garlick's lectures, this would be an example of a service with a product. The service being the delicious meal you were being served, the product being the luxury dining establishment in the West. Fred Harvey was able to do this because he managed a tight supply chain and was always aware of where and when to procure the freshest ingredients for the best price. This could be exceptionally difficult with the seasonality of the agriculture industry, as well as the difficulty with all logistics in the 1800s. Another thing Fred Harvey did well is he developed an augmented product. According to Dr. Garlick, an augmented product takes the core product and jazzes it up by adding elements of prestige, style, and services that set it apart from other products or services. Fred Harvey did this in many ways, from his world-famous Harvey Girls to insisting that everyone wear a jacket while eating in his restaurant, and also preparing high-quality meals that I mentioned earlier. Fred Harvey was also known to be an excellent leader. He took good care of his employees and developed a code to doing business the Harvey way that I believe any aspiring entrepreneur could learn from. According to Marty Fukuda in the October 2014 article on entrepreneur.com, there are 8 keys to being identified as a leader. Fred Harvey displayed many, if not all of these. Some of the main points he had were that an entrepreneur or a leader should actively seek challenges. Fred was never afraid to be overrun with work and was constantly trying to improve his business, which is another key to being a great leader, is never being satisfied. Fred was also a great communicator, which was another key. He spent almost all of his time on the road for business, but was always available by wire or, when the time came, telephone. Fred was also not afraid to put in the hard work. As I have mentioned many times, he was a relentless businessman, a railway warrior, if you will. He was always making moves and growing his business and keeping detailed records of everything he did to keep track of his customers and also his suppliers and his debts and all his finances. So anyways, Appetite for America is an excellent book, and I would recommend it to anyone who wishes to be an entrepreneur, who is a history buff, or who is just looking for an entertaining read about an incredible man. Fred Harvey came to America in 1853 with nothing, realized the American dream, began living it, built a legacy that lasted for many generations beyond his death, with his son and grandson running the company for many years after. In the midst of all of this, he, with the help of his legacy, civilized the West, revolutionized the dining and tourism industries, and likely changed the way that businesses grow and market themselves forever. It was Appetite for America by Stephen Fried.